Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I have a lovely story to tell you, and this story is about an Xbox One and PC exclusive. You probably already know what it is by just me saying that, but I'm gonna say it right now. It is about drum roll. Titanfall. That was the most horrible drum roll. Anyway, I just wanted to do a story on this because I've seen a lot of positive feedback towards this game, which it deserves because it's a pretty cool game. It's done by Respawn Entertainment, the dudes who are behind, or they were a studio who were making Call of Duty games, and big stuff happened between them and Activision, all these lawsuits, and this is basically their first game since I want to say Modern Warfare 2. So it's been in development for a while. But since it's gotten all positive feedback, I'm going to say some things, kind of the positive and negative aspects of it that I didn't like. First aspect of it that I didn't like was that it was an Xbox One PC exclusive. I didn't really like that, but I do understand it. They're a real small team. I think they maybe like 70 people, which isn't really small. But, you know, in terms of people who make Call of Duty, you know, they have huge teams of like 200 people or more, so I can understand that. And so they said they wanted to focus on one console, and I understand that. And some aspect of the development, Microsoft and Xbox One used a lot to do with the cloud, and I guess that was good for their game, so they liked that. And that's kind of the explanation behind that. A second thing I didn't like about this was that it was a multiplayer exclusive. I'm not big on multiplayer. I like multiplayer games. I'm a big fan of Call of Duty, but I want a single player story, and with that whole feeling of that game with like the mechs and the soldiers, I feel like a single player story would have been awesome to like explain and go into the lore behind the creation of this game, or like the stuff like inside. It would have been just cool to have a story in it, and I'm guessing they don't. It's multiplayer, and it was disappointment. But as far as that, the rest of the game is pretty freaking awesome. I mean, they did a real good job without a lot of these mech games. This is a cool part that focus on mech combat, which this doesn't focus on. It focuses on soldier and mech combat, but what they did cool with it was when you're in the mechs, they feel very fluid, almost like human-like. They do feel a little slower from what I've seen, but they're very fluid. A lot of the mech games you get, they're all like clunky, they're all robotic, but these feel like very fluid, almost like the person's wearing a suit. And it almost feels more human when the mech's actually holding a gun and can do like punches and hits and jumps and all these cool things. And another thing, a lot of these, you've never really seen a game, or that I know of, I've never seen really a game that's focused really on the mech and human, and making, like, not making like if you're in a mech, you can just destroy everybody. They really make everything equal and like awesome, because some players, the way they play, may not want to be in a mech, and some players may want to be in a mech, and some players want to do that fine between. Because mechs can't go into these buildings, mechs aren't as maneuverable and this stuff, and they really did a good job of, if you're in a mech, you're not invincible, and if you're, you know, human, you're not going to get destroyed. They really made it a fine little mixture that I think is really interesting and cool. And from what I've seen of it, the game's beautiful. It's next gen. I don't know if it's coming to current gen consoles. I'm not sure on that, but it's one of the most pretty games I've seen at E3 this year, and definitely one of the most interesting. I really want to know what they're gonna do with this, and if it will come out eventually to the PS4 and stuff, because I don't know. I mean, if it's produced by Microsoft, it won't, but I'm not 100% sure if it's produced by Microsoft. But it's an interesting game. I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do with it, and it was a pretty dope game. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. You'll be able to find a video on it. And this is about all, guys. These are the cool aspects and disappointing aspects I had about it. if I could compare it to any games, I guess I'd compare it with it's like a Call of Duty with mechs. That's essentially what it is. Except it's not like it's a little more futuristic than Call of Duty ever is. And yeah. Anyway, that's about all, guys. If you like this video, you can always hit the subscribe button and like this video up. And my question for you today, and answer this in the beautiful comment section, is what you thought of Titanfall. And just write that down, guys. And guys.
Hey guys, my name's Kitty, and I'm the real homie representing Pro Dark Masters channel. You should always hit that like button, it's awesome. And you can always subscribe if you like the content he produces. Cause if you don't, I'll find you and rip your face off with my claws. Alright, okay guys, I love you and you know that. Alright guys, thanks, bye.